As a child with asthma growing up in a rural farm town with little access to health care, J. Bradley Wilson Schweitzer Fellow Gabriel Beatty Sergio knows firsthand the challenges of living with this chronic respiratory condition. He saw a lot of his own story in the families that the Medical Legal Partnership serves, and he applied to the Schweitzer Fellowship to be a part of it. As a fellow, he went into the homes of rural, low-income families who have children with asthma to educate them about the condition and identify indoor environmental asthma triggers that may impact their child's health.
There are a lot of low-income housing families in eastern North Carolina, and a lot of them have been impacted by the hurricanes over the past 5 years or so. Hurricane Matthew in 2016, Hurricane Florence more recently. And these hurricanes have created indoor environmental problems for these families that a lot of times they just don't have the resources to fix. So we go in, identify the triggers, and connect the families with resources, because a lot of times we find that landlords are neglectful in doing their part in keeping the home, safe and up to code and stuff. So when we find that a landlord's neglecting, their duties, we then refer the families to Legal Aid of North Carolina, which then take the landlord to court and, in many cases win, so that the families can then be relocated. To sit there and listen to these families, you're listening to what seems like a hopeless cycle that they can't get themselves out of. Mom's working as hard as she can to provide the asthma and the inhaler and the medication, and make sure that the child's not missing any school. And listening to that, we kind of become a beacon of light in these families' lives, because when they're talking to us and we're just listening, we're not saying this is what you need to do, we're listening to their story. They see that we're actually people that are going to follow through on getting them the help that they need and fixing the issues. The fellowship program has opened my eyes to all the different programs and projects that other students are working on across the state. All of the work that I've heard and have seen them do, and the work that we've done, is very meaningful. And I know, you might not get the recognition, it might not be on the news, but the work that we're doing is impactful work, and I know that the families are grateful for us being there. It definitely has changed my eyes to what one person can do. I thought, it takes a whole team to do something, but just going in, with my mentor and listening to these families, we were able to make such a huge difference. And I definitely hope to carry what we've done and the work that I do into my career, because it's only strengthened my own passion for helping people.
As a result of Gabe's dedication, 34 families reduced the number of times a rescue inhaler was needed and the number of nights children woke from asthma symptoms. He also eliminated one or more environmental triggers in the homes and linked cases of landlord neglect to legal aid. Today, Gabe puts his passion for helping people to work as an environmental health specialist for the Craven County Health Department.